it's Mr. Luck. I just wanted to do a little video for all my whole class brass pupils as a reminder of the first 5 notes that we learnt, which are C, D, E, F and G notes. I'll first of all go through the valves and slide positions, and then I will play an example of the notes for you to play along with. Finally, we will do a little exercise using those notes. Please feel free to pause and practice throughout the video for any sections that you are finding tricky. So before we play, let's make sure that we have a good posture. Either standing straight with your legs shoulder length apart, or sat straight upright in your chair with both feet on the floor. Remember, no legs crossed. Now, our C note requires us to have nice, loose lips, and for us not to press any valves on the instrument. Or if we're playing the trombone, that's first position, slide all the way in. Here's what that C note should sound like on a trumpet or cornet. After 4, I will play a 4-beat C note, and I would like you to play along. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm now going to play that exercise again, but this time on the trombone, so you'll get the correct sound if you are a baritone or trombone player. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Now, moving on to a D note. We're now required to press our first and third valves down. Or, if you're a trombone player, move your slide out to 6th position. Remember, when pressing the valves down, you must imagine that your first finger is glued to the first valve, your second glued to the second valve, and your third to the third valve. That means you can't slide your second finger across when trying to play this D note. And trombonists, you must remember that it's the one that's the big stretch of your arm, okay? Right out in 6th position, which is probably about as far as you can reach right now. So, we'll do our 4-beat semi-breve on a D note on the trumpet for our high brass instruments. Still loose lips. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again on our trombone for our low brass instruments. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. On to the E note now, which is our first and second valve and is 4th position on the trombone. 4th position is just after the bell, and we're now going to start to need to tighten our lips just a little bit. Your buzz and your lips need to start to be a little bit tighter in order to achieve the correct sound. So here's our high brass E note after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And onto our low brass E note. 1, 2, 3, 4. F note is a little higher still, so your lips are going to need to remain tight, and you'll need to support these notes with plenty of air and support from your tummy muscles. On the valves, this is the first valve, and the slide is 3rd position just before the bell. Okay, so the F note after 4 for our high brass. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again for our low brass. 1, 2, 3, 4. Amazing. Finally, we move on to our G note, which is no valves and slide all the way in 1st position again. Remember, this is going to require you to have really tight buzz and lots of air going through the instrument and really clenching those tummy muscles. Make sure you still have good posture as well, because this is really going to help on these high notes in particular. So our G note on our high brass instrument. 1, 2, 3, 4. And finally on our low brass instrument. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brilliant. So we now move on to the exercise, and as you can see, I've written the rhythm just below me, and if we clap it together, it goes like this after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you may need to rewind a couple of times and practice to get this just right, but once you've got it locked into your brain, we can move on to playing some notes to these rhythms on our instruments. We're going to play the whole thing on a C note, the whole rhythm, and then we're going to repeat it immediately with the D, and then the E, and then the F, and then the G. I'm going to play it for you first on the trumpet, and then I'll play it again for you on the trombone for the lower brass. Okay, so here we go. This is for the trumpets. After 4, nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now on the trombone for our lower brass. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. So keep practicing, guys, and please like, subscribe and explore this Wolverhampton Music Service YouTube account for more musical content.